Okay, I'm going to pop around a little bit and take a look at ETRM. Retrade, I think you're probably looking for my thoughts on this, so I thought I'd share them. Obviously, from a daily perspective, ETRM is way oversold. The massive drop, I can't remember which actually caused that. I don't know if it was some bad financial news or drug news. This right here was a bottom support level, somewhere around 77, I think it was. When it broke through that, this is what I'll call a waterfall. A lot of times people hear me refer to that. Just a hard drop, the waterfall's trickling and all of a sudden it just takes off. A lot of times that happens when that bottom support is broken. The good things about this, from a pincher standpoint still, is the turns that we're getting here. The PPO ADX obviously got the pinch going on. We're going to see this reach levels that it just typically is not going to get above 60. If it does, it rebounds pretty quickly. Just goes to show you how slow a pincher can develop, even though this ADX was trying to flatten. Just didn't. It's never really flattened. It's still got a little uptrend to it. Some bad things are the way these MFI is moving so fast without getting any kind of positive movement in the PPS. The ROC rate of change bottomed, and a lot of times you'll see a bounce from there. It didn't. It's actually heading back down. Accumulation distribution still heading down, showing that there's still just a lot of selling going on. Kind of the same things with the money, the CMF and the CCI. Full still coming back down, going to hit bottom again. Tricks obviously in a pretty solid downtrend. We're getting a kiss going on here, but once again, the full stow is just riding the bottom awful hard. Now, from another standpoint, the 15-minute chart, we're hoping to see some kind of positive here, at least for a temporary rebound. Getting a pretty nice pinch on the 15-minute chart. See, the best chance this really had before was when we had this PPO trending up and making a move. It did get a little bit of a bounce right here. It tried to break through the 100-day, which it didn't. That's a bad sign right there. It got through the 50. When it came back down, knew we might have been in a little bit of trouble because it's been battling that 100-day all along. There's a sharp right turn. A lot of times we want to see that break right up through it, right away through the 300, and it didn't do it. Some negative things going on there. Now we're going to hope to see this pinch develop and get this PPO turning, heading back north. You can see when this PPO trended up back here, we never really had much of a pinch for it to come off of, which is one thing that we kind of look for. Some things that are a little bit strange here is that when you look at ETRM, just a very high insider holdings, very low float. There's something going on here with these guys to have the volume that they do, because you'll see today 1.9 million in volume. With that kind of float is it's above the average volume. I'm wondering if somebody's dumping again here, because if you look down, you'll see some of their main shareholders, 10 of their main owners, Hudson Bay Capital Management, actually has been cutting the cord on these guys this month. I don't know if they're still selling off those shares or what's if they're selling off another batch of them. A couple bad things going on right there. That's not what else I wanted to see. The last thing is the L2s on this, which you'll see this is a 1-minute chart of it. It's just not really getting any strength. 64, the bid, the ask keeps staying pretty heavy. You'll see that ISEG is in there an awful lot. They keep popping up with some big orders, 25, 30,000. That's why it just can't seem to get any upward momentum. Anytime it starts to try and make a bounce, ISEG hops in there and just hammers down on it. Then they'll back off just a little bit, so people will come in underneath them. It's just some kind of ugly things going on right there with ISEG and the L2s on ETRM. I just wanted to share this with you to see what I'm thinking and what I'm seeing. I can work with you again on getting some live L2s up so you can watch it and try and learn from it a little bit more and see what's going on. All right. So just want to share my thoughts. Talk to you later.